Welcome to the game room.
Alright, so I thought I'd talk a little bit about how I did the bases. I picked up this sandy paste a couple years ago from Vallejo. It's just a paint that's got grit in it. It's very similar to like the AstroTurf stuff that Games Workshop puts out. They have the different ones in the different colors, like the Astro Granite one, which I used before. It's just a big bottle of this gritty paste. So using your texture tool, spreading it around the base, and I don't go smooth. I try to make it a little bumpy. I'm going for mud here, the game takes place out in the woods for the most part, so I kind of wanted their bases to match that they would be out in the woods. So therefore, it's not going to be all grass, because there's going to be trails and dirt and twigs. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. So it's not going to be smooth. You don't want to have too much on there. But you just want a good cover of the base. And as you can see from the three examples I have here, you'll get the idea. Okay, so once those are completely dry, I just use a contrast paint. The Fire Slayer Flesh. It's just a brown, but I really like it. To me, it kind of looks like mud or dark dirt. It just kind of fit what I was going for. So I just use that to cover all of the texture paint that we just put down. Make sure the texture paint is dry first. It does take a little while to dry. I think this sandy paste took about 30 to 45 minutes to dry to the point where we could paint it. And I put it on a little heavy, just so that it'll sit in the recesses and make those darker and the upper areas lighter. So here you see I've got several of the bases done, and I'm just gluing Sandy's feet to the base before I put the flock on the base. You can do it either order. I don't really think it's going to matter. It's just kind of how you want to put the flock down. I just wanted to make sure that she's stuck to the grit and not to the grass, because there's really not anything holding her on if it's grass. I use super glue a lot for this stuff. You could use white glue. I just use super glue because I'm impatient. So I just put a little bit around where I want the static grass to go. And this is just some cork rocks, basically. This is what they kind of look like. Put a few of those on just to give it the look of wood. I mean, because they look like big pieces of wood. So it could be twigs, it could be rocks, whatever you want it to be. Some of the static grass. Sprinkle the static grass on. Make sure it sticks. Knock off all the extra. Once you get the extra knocked off, what you won't see here is taking it across and kind of blowing off the excess just to make sure that it's no longer there. And there you go. And that's basically it, guys. I mean, there's nothing super special about it. I use static grass on some. Some of them I used, if you pick up like the Army Painter puts out the little tufts that you can buy, which you'll see on Denise. I did both. I picked up some of those little tufts where they're like little glue dots worth of static grass, and some of them are little flowers. So she's got little flowers on hers. And I just put those around using the super glue. So you can use static grass, you can use a combination of both like I did on Alice, however you want to do it. But anyway, hope this helps, guys. Like I said, it's not difficult. They painted up really quick. They were very easy to do, and that's what we're going for. But there's a lot you can do with bases for Don't Look Back. Anyway, hope this helped, and thanks for watching. Have a good